This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your partner is good health.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate. I'm glad to have you with us. And glad to have joining us, we have Miss Diana Collins, who is Terrebonne NAACP Youth Advisor, and then we also have the Youth Council with us. So thank you very much for joining us, Miss Diane. Okay, first I'm going to start it off and let y'all each, introduce yourself, starting up on the stage in the middle, and tell us, what grade you're going to and what school.
I'm Keith Patterson of Vanderbilt Catholic High School. I'm going to be a junior.
Okay.
I'm Sanaya Burton. I'm going to be a freshman at LSU.
All right.
My name is Janaya Lewis. I'm in the 11th grade and I go to H.O. Boudreaux.
My name is Bria Harris. I'm going to the 11th grade and I go to Terrebonne High School.
My name is Araya Lewis. I'm in the 12th grade and I go to H.O. Boudreaux.
My name is Kennedy Dunaway. I'm in the 12th grade and I go to Terrebonne High School.
My name is Robert Sandoff and I'll be an incoming freshman at Louisiana Christian University.
My name is London Mosley and I go to Lisa Park and I'm going to 6th grade next year.
My name is Milan Fleury. I'm upcoming junior at Terrebonne High School.
All righty. Thank y'all very much, and thank y'all for joining us. All right, Miss Diane, I'll start off with you. Of course, Juneteenth is coming up.
Yes.
But y'all are going to have a celebration on this Saturday, is it?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, we having Juneteenth on Saturday, the 14th at Dumas. Gonna start at 11 o'clock. We have our guest speaker will be Reverend Norman Edmond of Beulah Baptist in Gibson. We have a lot of food going to be there, different booths. The Terrebonne Journal going to have its clinic mobile going to be there. Different organizations going to be there also. And then we have our elected officials. Also, we will have Juneteenth reflection. That different people in the parish have done things in the parish, so we're going to recognize those people there. They're going to be attending.
Right. Okay, let me ask, let's see. Forget your name again, I'm sorry.
Keith Patterson.
Keith, okay, Keith, can you tell us, a little bit about why you got involved with the Youth Council and what it means to you?
First off, I got involved, really because, my mother, when I was younger, she always taught me about, my history and, Juneteenth and, how we've come from slavery and how it got abolished and now how we are set free. And I just wanted to be a bigger part of that and, those before me and, help further more.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and on the end again, can you tell me your name again? I'm sorry.
Sanaya Burton.
Okay, Sly, can you tell us, a little bit what Juneteenth means to you and why you feel, it's so important to celebrate?
I see it as a celebration of empowerment because it was the moment where the enslaved people finally learned that they were free, even though it had been put into place almost 2 years prior. Mm-hmm. But Juneteenth is just a time of celebration and rejoice and looking towards a brighter tomorrow and knowing that we all can come together for such a great achievement.
Yeah, and it's important. I guess I'll remind everybody about the history of everything. Of course, you had the Emancipation Proclamation, but then you didn't have enforcement till you had states that still didn't put it in place. You had the federal government try to come in, and you finally had the general the last enforcement of that.
Yes. I mean, with that being said, I want the kids to really know about Juneteenth, and they can pass it on from generation to generation for the future, because a lot of people have paved the way for us, and we're trying to pave the way for them so they can pass it on. But I just want them to remember, Juneteenth is a reminder that freedom is not given to us, but we earned it. We earned it through our ancestors. So we want y'all to know about this. And, you know, putting this on every year is teaching me, helping me learn more too. And the more this program come on, we give it, the more I go and start researching and seeing, you know, and trying to get these kids. And look, we're not going nowhere unless we get our kids involved.
Certainly.
And I'm asking the parents out there, get your kids involved in things like this so we can prepare them. You know, what's going to happen for them, their children, you know, it's just the dressing room for us, for our young people.
It certainly, Juneteenth has become more prevalent over the years, because I remember, you know, when growing up, I had never heard of it. It wasn't probably until I was an attorney for the Housing Authority, Mr. Wayne Thibodeau put on some Juneteenth events, and that was the first time I had ever heard of it, and it wasn't until I was an adult. But luckily, it's being more recognized today.
And speaking of Wayne Thibodeau, he also brought it to NAACP for the youth department.
Sure.
And then I started taking it over. He passed it on to me for me to go in. I got to thank him for that, because that was a big job there.
No, certainly.
Yes, you know, and I appreciate that.
All right, we do have to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk some more with the kids and tell us a little bit, hear more from them on what it means for them to celebrate. Stay tuned right here on HTV.
Thank you.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your partner is good health. This segment is brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Feels like home.
Welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and proud to be here with the members of the Terrebonne NAACP Youth Council. We have some new members on stage. Of course, Miss Diana gave up her seat. We have Kennedy up close to me, and then we have Janiyah and Araya Lewis sitting now down there. But first, I want to throw it back to those sitting in the chairs. Milan, I'm going to ask you a question. We were talking a little bit about Juneteenth. Can you just tell us, you know, what it means to you and why you think it's important to remember that day?
Personally, Juneteenth is very significant to me because I have a mother that is so prominent in her skin color, and she taught me from a very early age to just feel it, just be bold, just love your skin, love your ethnicity, love your culture, love everything that just you came from. And just Juneteenth just signifies that we were free and we were allowed to be humans, and we were allowed to have families and allowed to just be ourselves.
All right. And Milan, I'm going to ask you to pass the mic all the way down to the end, because we got a new person joining us. I want you to tell us your name and what school and what grade you're going to be going to next year.
I'm Zion Simmons, and I just graduated from Terrebonne High School.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Well, you don't have to give away the mic yet. You can tell us, what Juneteenth or why you're involved with the NAACP Youth Council and why you think it's important.
Really, my mom, she's a big part of, you know, everything. You know, she sings for, you know, the community. I ain't never been on TV, so
that's all right. Hey, you did great. That's it. I'll ask Kennedy next. Can you tell us, you know, when did you get involved and why you thought it was important?
I feel like it's important to be involved with Juneteenth and like NAACP because I think that it's important that we celebrate the time where celebrate us having that struggle and the achievements the challenges and the achievements we had to overcome to get to this point and have our freedom and stuff. Like back then we weren't able to do the things that other people weren't able to do. So that's why I feel like we should be able to celebrate that.
Sounds great. All right, Janiyah, up next. Can you tell us a little bit about it? why you got involved.
I got involved in NAACP like 3 years ago, or maybe this is the third year. And it taught me a lot about Juneteenth. It taught us about the history and how, like, I agree with Kennedy, how she said our achievements and how we weren't able to do a lot of stuff as other people did. And also, I joined NAACP also with Juneteenth. And about the Juneteenth program, I like how we all come together and how the choir shows us and how people speak and it teaches us more about the history. So I'm glad I'm able to learn all of that stuff with Juneteenth.
Okay, and tell me about the council itself. What do y'all do? How do y'all meet, and how? What do y'all do throughout the year?
We have a meeting every Wednesday a month, and we go on trips. Like last trip we went to Atlanta, and it was very fun. We come together a lot, and we go to conventions, and we meet a lot of new people, and yeah, it's really fun with all of us. We meet new people, and they have meetings at the conventions and stuff, and it teaches us a lot about the history. So I'm glad that we do that.
Okay, and Araya, cousin of Janiyah, y'all kind of look like sisters, but cousins. Can you tell us, why you got involved and what you like about the youth council itself?
I got involved maybe 2023 of the summer before I started my 10th grade year. It's very nice. At first, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, Mom, I really don't want to do this. But she was like, all right, you like to be seen. You like to speak a lot. You like to do things, and I do. And when I joined it, it was actually just right for me. I like it. We do a lot of things. Miss Diane makes sure we always participate in stuff. We always got activities going on for the kids and everything. This means a lot because it teaches about our culture and how we became free, our freedom of speech, how we get to vote and everything like that. So I think it's pretty cool in our diversity. So I like it, yeah.
All right. Well, one thing, it seems to me that most of y'all have in common, y'all have wonderful moms who are getting y'all involved and pushing y'all in the right direction to set the right example. Kennedy, let me ask you, have you been to the past Juneteenth celebrations before? And what's your favorite part about the event itself?
Yes, I have. Last year, I went to the Juneteenth, and my favorite part was participating in the choir.
The choir, okay. You sing. All right. You like to belt? Can you belt it out loud? You don't want to sing for it. That's all right. If you could pass the mic down to Miss Diana, I just want to give a quick recap. I guess what you're going to have going on June 14th.
Yes, we will again. We're going to have singing and soloists, speaking, preaching. I said this about this youth department. These kids have done so much since we've been apart. We've been supported by our president. He supports us well. Mm-hmm. But in order for us to do what we do, we have to come together. We have to teach these kids about history. And this is what we do when we go to the convention. All right. It's not about party.
Well, thank you very much. We're just out of time, but I appreciate it. Okay. And thank you all for coming on. Okay. You're doing wonderful. Okay. All right. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Feels like home.